we still have a lot of ice and a lot of frost. Doesn't seem to want to shift. It was supposed to be going today, but it doesn't feel that warm. I've just checked the thermometer and it says -2. So hopefully it's going to be gone over the weekend. They promised us warm weather, but as you can see, we're still frozen. Very cold. Very cold. So I'm just going to go up and see the chickens and give them their breakfast, their food, and a jug of warm water to warm them up. Four little happy hens. The sun's just starting to come in here now, so they're going to get nice and warm. But they've not been cold. They've had bubble wrap to keep them warm. So I need to clean them out today. Friday's housework day, so... Hi, Peppa. She's still not got all her feathers back, but Daisy's looking lovely now with all her new feathers. She's getting pecked up by Pippa though. But little Grace and little Gertie didn't lose any. Don't be nasty. There we are. These are my Christmas puddings I made in my oven yesterday. They took about 10 hours and they're lovely. They cooked really, really well. I'm really pleased. They're non-alcoholic because my dad doesn't drink alcohol. And yeah, really pleased. I'll just show you the Christmas cake that's gone in the oven. Look in the oven at the Christmas cake. There we are. It looks like it's starting to cook. So yeah, pop it back in. The oven's just starting to heat up now, so that's going to live in there now for the rest of the day. But it's cooking on wood. So shut the oven, shut that back in. And yeah, we'll let that cook. Just about to have my coffee and I thought I'll take the opportunity to do a book review for you and do my coffee review, my coffee book review. Excuse the noise, the jets have decided to start flying round as soon as I turn the camera on. It's been quiet all week, but they must have took the opportunity because the weather's starting to warm up. But yeah, it's this book here. And it's called Spinning and Dyeing Yarn, and it's by a lady called Ashley Martineau. Now I've been following Ashley for, oh gosh, possibly 15 years, because I started watching Ashley when before I got my spinning wheel. So that was before I was 40 and I'm 50 next year. So I started watching her, and I watched her because she did a lot of teaching videos for free online. And I watched her on her little black Ashford Country spinner. I think she called it Bliss. And yeah, she did a lot of close-ups on how to spin and how to learn to spin. And that's how I learned to spin, watching her videos. I watched her videos for about 2 years before I took the plunge and bought a spinning wheel. and I found her videos invaluable. She did art yarns, and she did thick, bulky, chunky art yarns, and I think that's where I get my love for art yarns from. I love doing natural colours, but I just love the vibrancy and the textures and the colours and everything that you can get from an art yarn. So I'd highly recommend this book. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's about £15, but mine's a hardback. I'm not sure if it's still available in a hardback. But it's the Home Spinner's Guide to Creating Traditional and Art Yarns, which is why I think it'll be an invaluable resource to anyone wanting to learn to spin, because she'll take you right from the basics right the way up to spinning the yarn, dyeing the yarn, different techniques for dyeing the yarn. So I would highly recommend it. She did a lot of the photography for it. She shows you how to make a drying rack for drying your fleece, how to plastic pipes, how to dye the fibres for you to spin, animal fibres, dyeing fibres. She also shows different artists as well. She talks about the techniques of dizzing and bats, using dizzed fibres and bats, which is what I'm going to show you in my course in January. It's probably going to be for the second week in January. I won't have it ready now for the first week, not with Christmas coming up. And it's been that cold, I've not been able to get outside and film it. So yeah, she talks about blending on a drum carder, using hand carders, picking wool, caring for wool, washing the fibre, even how to make a spinning wheel. I'll show you. Plans for building a spinning wheel are in it as well. So choosing a spinning wheel, how to choose one, which I covered some of in my video, which I'll put a link in this video for you on my 3 wheels that I've got and why I would recommend them and what I would recommend them for. So that's a good video for you to watch as well. Mixed ply, beads and singles. So she covers an awful lot. Coarse spinning, spinning on a drop spindle, how to, choosing a drop spindle. So it's an extremely good book. She talks about selling online, building a light box for selling your stuff online. So yeah, hand spun yarns, how to use them, how to make a niddy noddy. There's so much in there. I would really would highly recommend that book. So it's Spinning and Dyeing Yarn by Ashley Martineau. I learned a lot of what I know and a lot of what I do on my spinning wheel from this lady. She's in her early, I would say in her late 30s, early 40s. She's got a family and a husband, and she helps with making the spinning wheels as well. So yeah, she's a good lady to hook onto. So I'll put a link to her in the description bar below. I think she's still got a YouTube channel. I'm not sure what she does these days. I know she went away from fibre and now she's getting back into it again. But yeah, coffee table book for today. Highly recommend it. It's another book that I have looked through, but I haven't read. But yeah, when did she bring it out? 2013 she brought this out. So it shows you how long it is that I've been following her. But her yarns are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see where I get a lot of my inspiration from. Definitely. So yeah, highly recommend it. I think that's a picture of her actually. Ashley, there she is with her yarn round her neck. So yeah, she's been doing it a very long time. She talks about spinning fabric as well, which I have had a go of. Recycling yarns. So there's such a lot in here. It'll give you a good starting point to decide what you want to do. Obviously she's an art yarn artist and everything she does is inspired to do art yarns, which is why I love watching her videos and things when she used to have them out. So yeah, coffee table book for today. So I'm going to have a look through that actually. I might sit and have a look now while I have my cup of coffee. And I'm going to move the Advent tree into my room, into my workroom, because my husband finishes work today. So we won't be videoing in here for the rest of Vlogmas. We'll be videoing either in the shed up the garden, which at the moment is far too cold to go up there, or we'll be going in my room. So either way we will have Christmas lights and baubles, but yeah, we'll be doing the Advent tree in my room now, and yeah, we're gonna be on the move for the last week, so I'm going to get on with some spinning. But the saga with the cot continues. I took some of the fixings off the old bits of wood yesterday, only to find that they've got pins on the end, so I need to drill into the wood, which I'm a bit nervous about. But yeah, if I do smaller holes and gradually make them bigger, I'm sure that'll work. And one of the little hooks and eyes snapped off as well, so I've got to try and replace that and drill out the metal that's still in the wood that's snapped. So we'll have to see how we get on. But it's all painted now. Thankfully the paint has stayed on and not fell off again since. And hopefully it's going to go to its new home within the next few days. So I'm looking forward to getting rid of that and getting that gone. But yeah, so onwards and upwards. But if you're interested in my Christmas pudding recipe, it's on my Wildwood Cottage diary, which is in the link in the description bar below. And you can follow my shenanigans over there of living in a cottage in Wales and all the things I get up to here. I was going to do that sort of thing on this channel, but I decided just to keep it knitting and stuff and fibery stuff. So if you are interested in that, all my other sorts of recipes and garden and vegetable growing and all that sort of thing, then that's on my other channel, on my Wildwood Cottage diary. So have a look, pop over there and see what you think, and if you like it, hit the subscribe button, and it'll be great to talk to you over there as well. Anyway, I'm going to get me coffee and then we'll see what else we get up to today. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I'm just having another break. I've just done my housework. Yeah, I'm just sitting here working on my Attic 24 blanket, this one here. And I'm just putting another stripe on. I like to sit down and try and do one every day. And yeah, I'm just getting used to my camera, so just bear with me. I think the thing is here. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm tempted to keep looking that way for some reason. I don't know whether it's because my hand's there. But I'm just watching Kirsten of Wool and Vine Yarns. I love watching her podcast. She's so varied. She talks about such a lot of different things. And she's talking about sewing today, so I'm just going to pause her for a minute so there's no noise in the background. But yeah, there's a little tree in the background for you. Anyway, I realised I haven't shown you today's yarn close up. I did it at the beginning, but I haven't shown you what we've got out of our fluff for today, so I thought I'd show you. So we've got these two colours, excuse me, that's just a bead. These two colours of our fibre with sparkle and green and things in. And then we've got some locks, excuse the clanking, but we've got these different coloured locks here. We've got this beautiful one, it's got a lovely purple and gold, there we are, there. And we've got these orange ones, these ones that I've dyed myself, and then we've got a bit of art yarn, we've got some sequins. And we've got some purple beads. So yeah, don't know why I keep wanting to look over there. Maybe I should turn it round. That'd be easier, won't it? I've got this bit of commercial in it as well. So yeah, that's about it. I think it's where my hand is, you know. I think wherever my hand is, I want to look. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. I've got a lot to do. So I did some more spinning last night and started day 10. And I'm really pleased with it. It's added a nice bit of colour. Look at those sequins. It's added a nice bit of colour and a nice bit of texture. I've got some hand spun yarn there and there. And some nice peach coloured locks this time. And they're a nice contrast to the blue that we've got and this yellow that we've got. So that's nice. This is my tray. This is what I've got left to spin from day 10. I didn't start until about 9 o'clock last night. So these are the colours I was working on last night. Look at these locks. Aren't they beautiful? So they're the locks that we're putting in at the moment, and these are the colours. I've got a couple of bells left to put in. I think I've got 2 bells left to put in. What's this one? That's broken. 3 bells and a few little trims. So I'll get that finished this afternoon, and then I can move on to day 11. Right, it's about 8:30 at night and 8:30 in the evening, and I've decided to come out and get my knitter's loom. I've got this hat on here and it needs taking off, so I'm going to have a go at doing that. And I've just got some more wool as a gift, and I'm going to knit another couple of hats on it, so, and maybe a scarf as well, but we'll have to see how much wool we've got left. Maybe a cowl and a scarf and a hat. But yeah, this is the Gotland that I'm making into a hat for my husband, and it is hand spun, so let's hope that it turns out alright and that he likes it. Right, so I'm going in now. So it's been a long day, it's just after 8:30, and I've decided that I'm going to go in and have a go at this knitting loom and see if I can make another hat, but at least get this one off, and then I might do a little bit of spinning, but we'll see what happens this evening. But other than that, that's it from me for today, and I'm going to go in and do my other jobs that I have to do, which is spinning and tackling this knitting loom. So have a good evening, whatever you're up to, and I will see you tomorrow for day 17, and hopefully a knitting podcast, but we'll have to see what the weather's like, because the weather's been horrible. So yeah, I'm just in my messy workroom. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, and bye for now. Bye bye.